Hey everybody, J-Ro here, back with another Final Fantasy 7 Ever Crisis video. Today I am bringing you my damage comparison video for Sephiroth's new Water Arcanum set, the Edgar's Attire and Edgar's Coiled Blade, versus the old Water Arcanum set, Tifa's Bunny Bruiser, Bunny Gloves, and Feathered Gloves. Alright. So to do this damage comparison, of course, we're going to go against our old friend, our damage neutral buddy, Bahamut. But today I'm also going to go ahead and go against also a enemy who is weak to water in B96 Iron Giant. Alright, without further ado, let's get into the builds and take a look at how I am going to go with these two characters. Alright, of course I have on Sephiroth's Edgar Attire, which is going to give him just physical magical defense and Water Blade Arcanum. So his Edgar's Coiled Blade, it does 940% magic water damage, and also when the enemy is debuffed, it will do an additional 1.2% damage. Okay? To pair with this, so I could balance out his R abilities, I went with Kuja's Spirit Blade. Not only is this good for his R abilities, but also it has the debuffs you need for it. So, you know, the magic attack or physical attack down, that will allow him to trigger his additional damage percentage that he'll be able to do. We're going to take a quick look at sub weapons real quick. We have him with a sawed-off GS, attack and ability potency, Noble Collar for attack and water potency, and Power Soul for HP and magic ability potency. Alright, so the important stat for the damage comparison is that he's at 5,788 magic attack. Alright, let's take a look at the R abilities so we can kind of get a good grasp of where we at with R abilities. The magic attack and attack are what contribute to his actual attack, which are both level 7 and level 5 respectively. Water potency is level 7, and then he has boost ability potency at level 2, boost mag ability potency level 6. Okay, now let's go take a quick, as you can see I have no material or anything else on him. Let's go take a quick look at Tifa. Okay, Tifa, we have her with her Bunny Bruiser, that gives boost magic ability potency and Water Blade Arcanum. Her Bunny Gloves will deal 850% magic water damage, but this weapon allows her to self-buff herself when her HP is 50% or more. Self-buff her magic attack from low and will go up to high. So in 3 attacks, she'll have high magic attack up. So on the 4th attack, it will be at maximum damage. Okay? But in Tifa's Magic Water set, you also have the Feathered Gloves. Feathered Gloves pairs very well with the Bunny Gloves, because Feathered Gloves not only is a physical ability damage, so it's not here for the damage purposes, but it's for the rest of its ability. It will also give magic defense down to the enemy mid tier, so increasing her damage threshold with her Bunny Gloves even further. But not only that, on the one cast, if her HP is 50% or more, she'll increase her water damage to high, so she'll give herself a 3 stack of additional water damage. So that makes her really kind of increase her damage potential a lot. Okay, so if we take a look at, if you'll notice, I have her with a materia on. This materia is here strictly for magic attack stat, to push, because I needed it to push the stat as close as I could to Sephiroth. As you can see, her magic attack stat is 5,785. His is 5,788. So only a 3 point difference in their magic attacks. Taking a quick look at what I have on her subs, we have the green megaphone, which is giving her magic attack and water potency. The mithril type 0 katana, which is HP and magic ability potency. And the crystal megaphone for boost attack and magic ability potency. Okay. Let's take a look at our abilities real quick. So we got her, the important ones, the magic attack and the attack, which are boosting her, which make up her attack stat. Then you have the boost water potency is at level 7. That's the same as Sephiroth's. And she has magic ability potency level 6, which is the same as Sephiroth's. So the only real difference between the two is that Sephiroth has a level 2 ability potency, which is only 8% more damage. But Tifa can boost her water damage up by 3 tiers. So if what I know for damage is true, that should be an additional 30% damage actually. So it kind of balances out her with being a little bit less than what Sephiroth damage potential is, but kind of also keeping them in the same range. Alright. Well, that's enough of me talking. Oh, well, and in case you're wondering, Aerith is here for support. She literally, the Kimura wand is here for the magic defense, because we are fighting Bahamut. She also has healing pulse from the Garnet's Rod, which will give Sephiroth a magic attack up, because I will be making sure to show what it looks like when Sephiroth is buffed up with a 3-tier magic attack buff. So the only thing I cannot mimic is that Sephiroth having a 3-tier water damage buff. Okay, and as you can see in the sub weapons, I don't have anything on Aerith but magic defense up weapons and heal. Okay, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the battle. Hello Bahamut, my old friend, how are you? Alright, so I'm pretty stoked to check this out. Let's see. First we got to deal with the maintenance. We're gonna have to reduce his magic attack down, and we're gonna go ahead and get our magic defense removed and buffed with Aerith. Okay, and I do have the true manual turned on, so Tifa will just sit there. I do really like the fact that it just sits there, especially for things like this where I'm trying to make sure you have ATB to use. Alright, time to tank the Mega Flare. And time to go ahead and get into the damage numbers. Let's see. Alright, so we have a full command gauge. So let's see. Let's start off with Tifa doing an attack just to see what her base damage looks like. Alright. She did 43, he did 59, and there is a debuff, so he did have his additional 1.2% there because of Bahamut being debuffed on his magic attack and physical attack. Alright. Now Tifa is 2-tiered buffed up on her magic attack. Alright, and now she will be 3-tiered buffed up doing 51k damage. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use Aerith's healing pulse to go ahead and power up Sephiroth's magic attack. And let's take a look and go ahead and use Tifa and use Feather Gloves to get her water damage up. Alright. And they both would benefit from the magic defense down. Okay, so Sephiroth at max damage here is doing 92k, and let me double check this. Okay, 80k with Tifa. Okay, so even though like Tifa has that water buff, well, she doesn't have max magic attack. Now let's see magic attack here. Okay, that's 70. And lost the water buff here. So let's see. Let's put the water buff back on right quick. Alright. And making sure they're back buffed up. Okay, going ahead and doing an attack with Sephiroth. He's doing 94k still. Tifa's doing 94k. So she basically matched him. At her maximum potential, she can match Sephiroth's damage almost equally here. Okay. Alright, so a few takeaways from that battle. Noticing that when Sephiroth is only just has the magic attack up buff, he is doing a pretty decent amount of damage. Tifa matches him in damage once she has the magic attack up and the water potency damage, so it's almost basically the same. And that was with Sephiroth having his maximum damage with the extra 1.2, because they both benefited from the magic defense down that was applied to Bahamut. Okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the battle against Iron Giant. Alright, time to get into B96's Iron Giant, testing out our magic sets against a water weak enemy. Okay, so nothing really to have to wait for. I'm gonna go ahead and wait for my command gauge to charge up fully, so they both benefit from full ability potency. Okay. Alright, now that that's done, let's start off with Sephiroth here. And okay, he did 62k and she did 54k. So not bad. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get the magic defense, the magic attack up on both. I'm gonna do it with Air so that buff lasts longer anyway. And note that that's Sephiroth without maximum damage because the enemy is not debuffed yet. So that was just his base 940. Alright, now Tifa did 74 there with her magic buff up. And Sephiroth did 80k with his magic buff. 82, 71. Okay, so they're both basically doing about, she's doing about 10k less than him. Now let's give her a water up buff. Let's see, she's doing 99k compared to Sephiroth's 92k. All right, no, 80k, sorry. All right, there we go. All right, we're just gonna do a little bit more damage here, just seeing if the numbers are consistent. Okay, she did 101 there, 98 there. Okay, okay, 81, 72 because her magic attack buff fell, her water damage buff fell off. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and heal so we can tank this grand sword. Alright, so let's see here. Go ahead and do Feather Strike. Need to raise her magic attack up. Raise her health up so she can get that buff. Alright. Okay. Oh, and now I'm giving him a... Oh, don't even have enough. I need to raise my health all up for both of them so they can start reducing his physical attack also. Okay. So I'm going to put a healing pulse on her, healing pulse on Sephiroth. Alright, that gave him enough HP so he could take down the physical attack. So let's see what he does at full damage. He's doing 97 at full damage. Tifa doesn't have her water buff and did 72. Okay. Alright, she did 100 there and he did 96. So basically he's rivaling her as far as damage goes, even with the buff. Or should we say she's rivaling him. Alright, 95, 100. Yeah, so it's pretty consistent on the damage, and this should be the final hits. Yeah, this is the final hits. Not bad at all. Alright, so that takes care of our damage comparison. So, some takeaways from this. It looks like with the buff that you get with Tifa, she can rival Sephiroth's new Edgar's attire. in Edgar's Coiled Blade, even though it does allow him to do an additional 1.2% damage when when the enemy is debuffed. So, but Tifa's, at the cost of an additional 3 ATB, she can buff her water damage and reduce the enemy's magic defense down, and then she also self buffs her magic attack, but it also takes 4 casts in order to be at her maximum damage potential. Okay, well, and so with that, if you decide to pull on Sephiroth, I hope you have good luck. Sephiroth is a limited banner, so you're going to have to pull and go pretty deep in order to get him maxed out. While Tifa, you can wishlist her weapons and get her maxed out that way. Well, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this damage comparison video. If you did, leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more Ever Crisis build videos and content such as this. And I will see you in the next one. Later.